I know a lot of you are getting FOMO right now. You're just wondering, like, what do I trade? Do I trade crypto? Do I trade options? Do I trade Rolexes? There's a lot of different things to trade. Like, I'm not going to say that there's not. But in this video, we're going to talk about if you should trade options or crypto, what I think is better out of them, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to make a better financial decision. So what is an option? An option is a contractual obligation to buy or sell 100 shares of XYZ stock at XYZ price. So there's a whole option chain, like there's a whole market for this. This is its own market in itself. This is separate from stock trading, but it is a stock trading multiplier. So you can use this to leverage your gains. So, because if you're taking a call option, which is it's a long position, a long bullish position. If you're taking the call option, you can take 100 shares instead of taking like one. You know, like if there's a stock that's $300, you get a call option on it. It is going to be expensive, but the thing you're doing, like why you're paying this premium, is because you're paying for 100 shares of XYZ stock at XYZ price. So you can find price mismatches. You can find a lot of different things. And I have that beginner options trading video, but I'll just go over one of these and how we can see it. So I'm looking at Lyft right now. We're looking at a March 10th, 2023. So I'm just going to pull up the 11 call on it. So now we can see the actual option chart itself down here on the left. See, it's getting cooked today, going from 65 down to 45. This expires in 3 weeks, so it's got a 20-day on it. 20-day, okay, so you can see after earnings, this one just fell. If you were holding this through that earnings, it got cooked from $660 down to 45 right now. Like, there's time with it, but when you're buying a contract at XYZ price and it doesn't go there, or if it tanks the other way, your option is getting cooked. If you had a put option, if you had a put going into this, and so it would be completely opposite. So you would probably go from 50, you'd probably buy like 50 here, but it would be reverse, and it would go from $50 to 600 if you were lucky enough to have a put at that level, which is hard to do. A lot of people didn't think they would tank that hard off earnings, but me, I already made some money buying the dip. The first day after it, I bought a dip. We did 70% on that. And I can show you right here. You see the Lyft 3-3 call. I mean, I showed it in the Discord, no cap. I mean, you guys can join that if you want to. If you want to see more alerts, I do them all the time. So now that we've talked about what an option is to the most basic degree that I can, now let's talk about cryptocurrency. I mean, a lot of you know what it is, but we can look more in depth into it. What is crypto? A lot of people already know what crypto is, but the big difference between the stock market and cryptocurrency is that the cryptocurrency market is decentralized. It is not ran by banks or government. That's the big difference in it. And if you get rug pulled, you get rug pulled. Like the FTX situation, Terra Luna situation. Like when these things go down in the market, you can blame the market, but there's no regulatory security. That's part of it. That's why sometimes your gains can be insane. Like, you know, we hear stories of crypto millionaires and billionaires, like SBF, even on his come up, which was rigged. So you can sort of see the differences, right? So with crypto, a person who is more crypto averse, they might be more of a degenerate. Like someone who would rather invest in crypto over stocks or options, they just might be younger, they might be more degenerate, they might be wanting bigger returns. You know, sometimes it's greed. Like sometimes this goes back to bite you in the ass, because if you're going all in on the shitcoin, they dump it, you know, you're left holding the bag. You have no one to cry to. You really don't. If you're in Meta stock, you know, which is almost $500 billion company, they get rug pulled. It's a little bit different, huh? Because it's not really a rug pull. That means that like there's an investigation going into it by the SEC, and they're gonna get answers. Like you may not get all your money back, but there's a chance you get something. That's something like a lot of people do actually like. I don't know about you guys, but my portfolio is getting cooked today. Like absolutely cooked. Pros and cons of options trading. This is what we're getting into. Some of the pros: it's a stock market. You have that security, a certain level of security. You know, everything is not going to be super safe, but you know it's somewhat safe enough. With options trading, it sort of is like the Wild West of the stock market, but it is a little bit more safer than the cryptocurrency market. Like I just have to be straight up real with you. A lot of people would probably agree with that statement. Flexible contracts. A thing about options is that you do have different time with contracts. So I'll pull up right here. If I just, you see here on live, if I exit off of that, you see all these different dates. So you have all these different dates that, you can find what you like. Like, you aren't forced to buy anything. If you want to spend a lot of money on an option, you can. If you want to do a small little YOLO option, you can. Like, there's nothing stopping you. So that's what I like about it. Like, I don't have a lot of money in options. I don't suggest anyone have a lot of money in options, just what you're willing to lose, because it can get emotional. Like, it can get crazy, and we'll talk more on that. So you can use option contracts to hedge. That's one thing a lot of people like about options contracts. So if you have your stock market portfolio, let's say it's doing great. Let's say, a lot of people in the last month, for the month of January, all of our portfolios mooned. It probably didn't matter what stock you had, it was up at least 30-40%, because all of them were beaten down so bad. And now today you see it, we're down 2%. We're down 2% today on the SPY. That's a big day for the market. So if you have a good month like that, what you would want to do is hedge. That's another pro about the options market. You can use this to hedge your portfolio. You were doing good on your gains for the month of January, and you're like, you know what, I think I'm going to take some profits off the table, and I'm going to hedge to the downside. So that way, when you have a day like this, you might be up on the day, or you're losing a lot less money than you would. So it's like there's all these different types of things that you can use options for, and that's just one of them. And so, with all the good being said about options, let's get into some of the bad. I'm going to go with the obvious. There's big risk. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're just buying this thinking it's a stock, not really looking at the dates, it's a big risk, dude. Like, you are going to lose your money. You don't need to be trading options. There is a risk with it. If you're putting $500 and that's your whole account into one option, you have to be willing to live with the risk that it can go up 500%, or it can also go down 50% in 1 hour or 1 second. Anything can happen with these options. That's why you have to be smart with your time and know what you're putting up. Like, know what risk you're putting up. That's what I do every time. Like, I know I'm not putting up much risk at all, and there's always that good risk to reward that I'm looking for. So one of the next cons, education. Education with options trading. If you want to do it simple, the simple things, I have a course for that. I made a course for you guys for the simple options trading strategies for 2023, what you need to know. But more than that, like, it does get really complex. Like, there's probably 50 different types of option strategies, like iron condors, butterflies, like so many different things that you can do. And, just with 4 different combinations of long call, long put, sell call, sell put, just with these 4 different things and different time frames, you have so many different strategies that you can use. It's easy to just get overworked with it. Like, it really is easy. A lot of people do it. I did it when I was first getting started. I've been options trading now and looking at the markets for like 5 years now. So, I've seen it all at this point. Been through 2 or 3 crashes at this point. Like, it's amazing I'm still here. The last con that I want to give you guys is gambling. Some people seriously, have a gambling problem, especially when it comes to investing. They think they're investors, but they're not. Like, some of these people really just have gambling issues and just won't admit it. Like, you're not trying to make money. You're, throwing money at something and wishing and hoping, and when does that ever work, bro? Like, this is we live in the real world. This ain't no fake shit. It's like, if you wish and hope on an option, you're gonna get slapped in the face, and anyone will say that. Your first option, a lot of people, their first option, I'll give you an example right here. My first option, man, it was on Square. Square is very good. Let's say it was probably 4 years ago. First option I ever did was on Square. I think it was maybe $50 option. I don't know how I did it, dude. I accidentally bought 4 of them. I'm holding up 8, but I accidentally bought 4 of them. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even know until it was up 50%, because I was looking at the contract and it's saying up 50%, and I'm like, but it's also saying I'm up $300. I'm like, whoa, like, what do you mean there? $300? Like, I only put $50 into it. No, I didn't. I put more. I can't even remember it right now. If you guys want me to in the comments, I will go back and find it. If you guys really want me to, I will go back and find the first options trade that I ever did. It was on Robinhood. It was crazy. I sold it out early. I remember after seeing that, I sold it out, and it mooned after that. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not trying to say like I'm that guy, but that's what happens. So you can see how off of that you can be elevated. Like, you can be super elevated and thinking that you're that guy, and that like you're really gonna just make that bread consistently every day in the market. And it's not like that in options. It's not like that in options. It never is. And like, a lot of people get addicted to it. That's why I'm telling you this. I'm telling you guys this as a warning. Like, people get addicted and treat this shit like gambling. Like, I've just seen it too many times, dude. Like, people can be addicted to drugs. Like, people can be addicted to anything. Next, we'll go into crypto. Okay, first up, for pros and cons of crypto. First up, pro, decentralized. We know this. Not ran with the banks, not ran with the government. This is ran by its users. This is peer-to-peer transactions. Like, a lot of people love that. That's like a lot of the main reason that people got into digital currency and made it a thing to begin with. Like, that's the main thing. People still have no clue what digital currency is. People have no clue what Bitcoin is, or they don't care enough to know that it's important and like how it's going to be important in the future going forward. People are here for the future. So that's one of the first pros we can look at. The next pro, I feel like it's pro/con. There is always new projects to invest in. Like, if you look on Twitter, if you look anywhere, there is always something new to invest in if you're looking to make money. There are always groups of investors. It doesn't matter if it's on Ethereum, Avalanche, Binance Chain. Anywhere you want to go, there's always someone there who wants to make money and is making money. This gives you a lot of options to pick from. DYOR, as anyone would say, do your own research on any project, but there's always new stuff to invest in. Like, there's more than I know. I don't even look at most of them because I think most of them are probably garbage and most of them are probably going to zero. But you can say that about anything in the world. You can say that about any business, any video game, like any network. Like, you can literally say about anything that it's going to zero. Like, that shit, it just gets regurgitated to a certain extent. Another pro that I'm going to talk about, open 24/7. That is pretty cool, man. Like, any day you can just check at your phone. You can check your phone on Christmas and know that, this is open. Like, Bitcoin is open today. It doesn't matter if it's a holiday. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. Crypto is always trading. It doesn't go down. Like, Solana might have its downtime and shit because it's because it's ran by Sam Bankman-Fried. That's another story for another time. That Solana short cooked me, man. The stock market, on the other hand, that's like open 6-7 hours a day, doesn't trade on weekends. Some people like that too. Like, some people like that a lot. But for people who are looking for more financial freedom, they might find that more in crypto, with it being 24/7. Now let's go into some of the cons of crypto. The first con I'm going to go with is volatility. A lot of people might agree with this, might not, but I think volatility is probably the number one con. Some people can see this as a pro too. It goes both ways. You want your stuff to be volatile in your favor, but when it's volatile not in your favor, it sucks, man. Like, we all know the days when you just wake up and see something down 30%, you're like, what did I do to deserve this shit? Like, we're not alone. We all have those thoughts. So volatility is a big thing. Like, you want safer cryptos. You at least want some sort of degree of safe crypto. Like, BNB coin, that's sort of a safe coin. You can say, yeah, they have scrutiny from SEC, whatever. Look at their chart. They've done good. They're almost as stable as Bitcoin for the last 5 years. Like, when you look at that, Ethereum, look at Ethereum. Ethereum's very safe. The gains might not be as big now as they once were, but it's still a safe play. Like, you can hit your leverage plays on it. And with leverage plays, there's also volatility. It's not regulated. People go in there, they throw scam wicks. So if you're leveraging long like me, if you trade futures, if you trade crypto futures, if you need a KuCoin referral link, there's one in the description down below if you want that, if you want to trade with me. But sometimes there is scam wicks. It doesn't matter what exchange you're on in crypto. Like, there's sometimes a 1 minute candle might go down 30%, and it's meant to wipe everyone out. A lot of people know this, it's just part of the game, but it's meant to wipe you out. It's meant to take your money. I don't like that part about it. I know that that's a risk that comes with it, with the big gains that you can get. Rug pulls is a thing that I don't like about crypto. A lot of people don't like it, but that's why there's no regulatory things, no regulatory board that's like, hey, we are blacklisting this guy from ever doing a crypto project again. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that in crypto. There's whales and their buddies, but we don't know who the whales are or who all of their buddies are. Like, there's just so many strings that tie in together on this. You really have to be able to look through it, look through the smoke and mirrors. So there's so many different projects that anything can be rug pulled at any time. Just if they have that bigger level of safety, if they're that bigger market cap, it's harder for it to happen. Like, because Bitcoin can crash, but Bitcoin is not going to zero. It can crash, but the smaller coin, if they have 1 million market cap, they can crash any day. Like, any second, the founder most likely can just take their money and leave. They can shut down the exchange, take all the money off of it, and leave. Like, everyone knows that shit. And that's one part of it. Like, you have to know who you're investing into. And that's why my next con that I'm going right into is Anons. That's one thing I don't like about the crypto space. There's too many people who are anonymous. They are scared to show their face, and they will do the most. Like, they will rip you apart. They will just drain your wallet. It's like, these are leeches. Some of these anonymous people, they're anon for a reason. Think about that. The certain anonymous people that I'm talking about, you have to know what I'm saying. I'm sure all of you understand. The people who just hide behind a picture. And man, it just makes you mad too, because like, let's say you get scammed. Let's say like you get rug pulled. I've been rug pulled. Pancake Bunny. Pancake Bunny got me, and I'm getting rug pulled, and I'm like, who did this shit? Like, I want someone to take accountability. It never happens. Like, it hardly ever happens in crypto. You can see the situation with SBF. It hardly ever happens, but like, you still want it to happen. So like, I'm wanting someone to take accountability, or is wanting to find someone who did this on Twitter to just rip them apart. There's never a person, or they're anonymous. It's like, what can you do, dude? It's like, it's very convenient, but it is what it is. We just broke under 400. That's not good. That's not good, but big bounce probably incoming, or else we might come down to 380 or 390. That's fine. We'll just buy the dip again. What do I pick out of these two? So out of options and crypto, I like to have a little bit of both. I like to be diverse. So I have crypto, I have stocks, and I have options when I think the time is right. I don't always have options, because sometimes it takes just a certain level of concentration that I can't do. And a lot of people are the same way. Just because of the fluctuations in the option contracts, you do want to be like a sniper. You want to be planning your moves and then pounce on them when the opportunity comes. You don't want to overtrade. If you overtrade, you're just going to get caught up in the day-to-day, and you're going to miss the bigger picture. So if I see an opportunity in options, I take it. If I see an opportunity in crypto, I take it. Like, I don't judge. Like, I'm not biased either way. I do know that if I have more conviction on an option play, I'm going to take that. I'm going to put more money into it. If I have more conviction in a crypto play at the moment, in this coin, XYZ coin that's going to move, I'm going to put a lot of money into it, and just bet on that. Like, sometimes you can be wrong. You have to always risk what you are willing to lose, and keep that into perspective, and know that this is the Wild West. Like, we are in this game because we want to get rich, because we want to make that unlimited bag. We want to set our family up for life. We don't do this for no reason. So that's why we have to go through these challenges and these hardships, and just the bullshit of having to learn all of this. That way you can make that money, and that way you have that skill that you can carry with you forever, and then be able to show other people too. I will trade options, I will trade crypto, I will continue to do both. If you want to learn to trade crypto and options like I do, you can hit all them referral links down below. You can hit the Discord, join the Discord, and say what's up. And if you need to learn how to trade options, I have a video for that I just made. Like, I have a video I just made that you can go check out. And let me know if you guys would want to see a crypto video soon. I talk a lot about crypto. I might have a crypto portfolio reveal, maybe. If you guys want it, let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace.